All right. Welcome back, everyone. This is episode 2, and we are going to be looking at getting to know the texts in this episode. Text. So, guys, at this stage, as mentioned in the last episode, we have given the first read of our monologue. We kind of know how we feel about it. I gave a read of the young man Corey confronting his father. I found it relatable, just wanting to, be better and be successful at what he does, but being held back by someone and being held back by someone close, and just that battle he has felt all his life, pretty much. But in terms of the emotional part of it, we'll be diving into those later. At this stage, you're going to want to read the monologue over and over again. This is before we even get to know the words or learn the words. You just want to read the monologue, get to know it, get to know who this person is, where they are, what they are doing, why they are doing what they are doing, how they are doing what they are doing, where they are doing what they are doing, all these questions. In terms of what we are doing, movie monologue, I would suggest watching the whole movie. That's pretty good context right there. You want to know where your character has been, where your character is going. Is this monologue at the top of the film? Is it in the middle? Is it at the end? What have they gone through before reaching this point? At this stage, for me personally, I like writing down the monologue that I've got myself. If I haven't written it down already, it just has that extra connection. Lord knows how many times I even write it down. I think along each step of the journey, I'm pretty much always writing down the monologue again and again. It is a method to remember words, but it's also just to keep it in me. And it's getting to know the vocab that this character is using. Guys, if there are words that you do not understand in the monologue, look them up. Google is your friend. Because reading and monologues and acting, guys, we learn so much. So use it as an opportunity to extend your vocabulary, to extend your knowledge. And this is an exciting time to actually analyze and see if this character uses the same language as you. What language do they use? And I'm not only talking language as in dialect. I'm talking language, and even in English, there are people talk English differently to other people, with the kind of slang they use, etc., etc. In the film, we know the whole film is context, but sometimes I like to take the monologue itself and just look at that, just make it my own, and paint this character's own past life, and give my own ideas of who that person is. So once you've read and reread and reread and reread the monologue, you can give your own backstory, because it gives me so much more comfort in knowing who this person is. And it's made up. It doesn't have to be true. So you read the monologue, and right here I see it's straight up that this guy has had a challenging time with his father for a very long time, and he is growing older now, and he's empowering himself. He's getting the courage to speak up to his father. If this is true, what else is? Why hasn't he spoken up before? And those are the kind of backstories that you need to ask yourself. Maybe your character was always bullied at school. Maybe your character was the most popular person at school. What kind of music does this person listen to? So those are the kind of questions that you should ask yourself here. It's also at this point, when you go back to vocabulary, I don't like doing this often, but every now and then changing the words slightly can help. If there is a sentence that you feel can be more powerful with a different word in it, by all means, go for it. Thing is, with monologues, what I like to do is just literally leave it all on the field. Just go for it. Rather go all the way and then you know how to come back. Because, we are exploring and we experiment. We want to do everything we can. We want to pick up and throw everything we can. We want to find all the layers of this character so that they can be as believable and relatable as possible. So this is the time where you dig into that context. Context here is very important. And that brings me to my next point, or rather the next episode, where we will be discussing how to make the character less you, how to make the character me, me, not me. Yeah, so this episode, context is important. Reading over and over again. And on that note, reading and then writing out that monologue yourself over and over again. Checking the vocabulary, how the character speaks. Checking making backstories of this character. So start imagining this world of the character. Make it your own. And you're on the right track to performing a great piece. Next up, as I said, how to make the character less you. We'll see you in episode 3. All right. Cheers, guys.